no, Jen! Oh.
Jane Jensen. And creepy guys. Oh no, it's in French. Oh god.
That is terrifying.
Well, especially because, like, with the last one, I had at least maybe a minimal clue as to what the hell is going on. Now I'm not gonna have any idea.
Oh, it's the Star Child.
Yeah, I know no French. Yay! Tim Curry's back. Woo.
Tim Curry's a baby.
This.
And yet another Grace Nakamura joins the show.
Yep, the third Grace out of 3 titles.
I'm pretty sure there's a 4th one from the remake.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right, actually. I didn't think about that.
CGI's reminding me of the intro to Eternal Ring.
Yeah, it's not great. Nothing about this game is great. Let me just tell you guys that up front right now, if you couldn't figure that out on your own. Because, oh boy, we are in for it, let me tell you.
I could go for
there are some...
I could go for a Popster right now.
Whoops. Sorry, I clicked away from the window there for a second.
Ah, you're freezing things.
I know.
That's a maniac.
Oh, look.
Why'd he bite me?
So now we have the voice of the original Gabriel Knight in the body of the Gabriel Knight from the second game. Or at least the appearance. Trying for that appearance.
As rendered by the Nintendo 64.
As rendered by, I don't even know what, but, oh, like I said, you're... Oh, boy.
And this is the pre-rendered scene.
Oh, I know.
God, look at them graphics. Shadows.
Did 2 men with a trunk get off here by any chance?
Oui,
Which way did they go?
that way, monsieur.
Oh, where are we?
Are you drunk?
Guisa. France.
This recorded in the bathroom.
Let me help you, monsieur. There is a taxi out front, and a hotel nearby in Rennes-le-Château.
Appreciate it.
And that's our introduction
Yeah.
to Gabriel Knight 3, Blood of the Sacred, Blood of the Damned, because if one thing hasn't, if there's one thing that they haven't improved on is how many words they can cram in the title.
I like how the intro is less abstract this time. It's just like, here he is, he's on a train, hungover.
Well, less abstract? Like, that's the only part that made sense was him staggering off the train. I don't know what you're talking about, less abstract.
Oh, I mean, the last one started with that flashback of the burning village. And the first one was the dream with the snakes and the lady getting burned. In fact, this is the only one that hasn't started with a lot of fire.
Oh boy, so yes, welcome to Gabriel Knight 3. As I was saying during the intro movie, oh man. Are you guys in for it? Let's just talk a little bit about this game. So this was released in 1999 by Sierra. This was in development for a good 2 years. And a good chunk of the way in, they actually had to bring in a whole nother team of developers because the first team of developers had no idea what the hell they were doing with the tech that was involved.
Nice. Always a good sign.
Yes, the development. This is taking a direct quote here. The development team had little experience or understanding of the format. When programmer Scott Vilas was brought on board mid-production, he was told that the game was nearly finished, only to find that the team had left out a number of features that were needed to make the game playable. Yeah.
Ouch.
So this is this is what we're getting into, and you're gonna see that there is a lot of very strange decisions made in this. I'm sure some of you coming into this are aware of that puzzle, and that's all I'm gonna say
That
for right
puzzle.
now. Yes, it's that puzzle, and if you know what it is, you know exactly what I am referring to, and if you have no idea, sit back because it is gonna be interesting once we get to that puzzle. Just oh man, there was so much that was just a cluster truck on this game. But let's go ahead and get into it. Day 1, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And here's our protagonist.
Oh, look at them graphics.
Yeah, look at them graphics indeed. Oh man. So, you might be thinking that as a 3D like rendered game like this, that I would be directly in control of Gabriel. You would be wrong. I am controlling the camera
Okay.
around Gabriel. I do not directly control Gabriel.
That's a unique design choice.
Unique is not the word I would choose to describe this.
Poor?
I would have stronger words, but we could go with poor. That's a reasonable facsimile. So we control the camera around Gabriel, and we direct Gabriel to do things with the mouse. Now, we have a couple things, so we can this end table here. We can inspect it. We can look at it. Inspect just gets you, just frames basically the object for you. Look is your typical look command. Open is self-explanatory, and then we can just leave it alone.
Exit the verb chooser.
Yes, the verb chooser. Choose you.
I'm gonna get a job naming shit for video games. This chooses verbs. It is the verb chooser. I'm going on break.
All right, thanks, Mitch. Anyway, so you can see our lovely protagonist here. And as we have already discussed,
Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Tim Curry is back.
Hooray.
Although his performance is I'll
Phoned
just say
in?
his heart wasn't in it.
Phoned in.
We'll say his heart isn't in it.
He was here for the check. Gotcha.
Yep. So and the other thing is that there's a lot to look at.
That looks like fun. Except for the rowing part.
So yeah, this is our interface. It is
It's an interesting
bad
take on, like, this is a weird evolutionary offshoot of a regular point-and-click adventure game. But yeah, this is weird.
The idea is they wanted to do one more. Like Jensen's quote is something about being the last dinosaur on the block, but Sierra basically forced them to do a 3D perspective, so this is what we get. Ye freaking ha. Alright, since we're in our hotel room, let's take a look at what we have around.
What is that?
It's a safe, you dummy.
I guess the lock prevents anyone from coming in that way.
So we can manipulate the lock.
Nice attention to where the camera is.
Yep. Gonna open it up.
That platform looks sturdy.
God, you survived inspecting the dumbwaiter and lived to tell about it.
It's a dumb waiter.
Yeah. So we have a dumbwaiter. I'm sure that will come in handy at some point. Let's get it. Get a nice view here.
Nice shot of half of Gabriel's ass.
Yep. So we can lock that again. Let's keep looking around.
Good thing I have all this stuff in my room. You never know when you'll need a dresser.
As I said, feels very, very much just not into it.
Yeah,
at all.
That is a performance. Who opens a dresser like that?
Gabriel Knight, apparently. Alright, let's see. What's in the dresser? Can inspect.
Somebody must have had a note in here or something.
Looks like it's a piece of tape.
Doesn't appear to be nailed down. Into the old pocket it goes.
Yep.
Your basic Y hanger. Good thing Joan Crawford ain't around.
I do not get that joke.
Mommy dearest. No more wire hangers!
I still don't get that joke.
Oh,
Sure, so, clearly you did, and
Yeah.
other people will. I do not.
Joan Crawford was not a good mother. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay. Well, we're gonna take this hanger, because why the hell not? And shove it in our pocket. Woo! Zoom, 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 zoom. Hope you guys don't get motion sick, because you're gonna see that a lot. Because this thing is super sensitive, too. Like, I can use the arrow keys to move around, and it's not much better. Like, right now, I'm just kind of dragging the mouse.
Can you look up and down?
I can.
That's the door to the bathroom.
I know there's a control for it. I have to remember exactly what that control is. Now, there's another feature in here where we can get just a bunch of different views and snap to them.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is just...
Like
I cannot say how much I loathe this system, because I do, very much so. So right-click does me all that. Your WADs, spacebar...
shift.
Shift and control. Oh, shift is pitch, control is up, down. Like, height.
And you can hold Alt to move the camera even faster.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, woo, woo.
So
Great shot.
3D.
And then right click, like I said, gives us all that, and we can hit I for our inventory, and we got plenty of stuff. We'll take a look at that momentarily, but let's just keep looking around.
That's the door to the
We
bathroom.
knew that already.
Huzzah. We look at the fan? No.
Funny. I'd always heard the French didn't have those things.
Ah, yes. Because the French don't have showers, okay.
What? Is this Saturday already? What? Is this Saturday already?
Again, just...
Is it Saturday already?
A daily supply of clean towels, reason number one for staying at a hotel.
Usually reason number one for staying at a hotel is having a place to sleep. I don't know about you. I don't know about the audience. It definitely is not towels. And we have a sniff command.
That's a bit anal, isn't it?
You gave me the option, you jerk.
Yeah, really. Don't give me the option to sniff something if you're not going to sniff something. That's the same thing.
That's a bit anal, isn't it?
Apparently I can't skip that.
Font of cleanliness. My hands are clean, Ma.
Right. If it's soap, I can't look at it.
Toilet have a glass lid.
I think it's just a different color.
Temple of the Porcelain God. Greatest invention since fire.
A brick in the wall?
Look at them! Look at them angles.
Don't need it.
Oh, come on! It's an adventure game. You need it at some point.
I've been living with 2 women for the past year. I couldn't get myself to leave it open now, even under pain of death.
Ha ha, the women's.
Right.
I could let you see me doing that, but then I'd have to kill you.
Who are you talking to?
Well, that's it for here. Oh, so exciting. I think we've looked at anything. Well, not quite everything of importance in here. A window.
Nice view, if there was anything to look at, that is.
We can open the window.
I wonder whose room that is.
How can you see that?
It's the roof.
The magic of video games.
It's like, how can you see that from where you were standing right now? I wish to go out.
Why don't you go out
Nice
the window?
view, if there was anything to look at, that is.
No, I'm sure we will go out the window at some point. Apparently the exit button just shimmies me between these 2 views.
Yeah, you're exiting the current scene. Makes sense to me.
Anyway, let's leave this place. Yeah, you can move the camera fast, but you can't really move him fast. Although, that's a lie, because if you have him off camera and you click on something, he'll immediately catch up. Kind of pulls a Watson. Years before Watson was a thing.
That's great. It's wonderful.
So, for example, can I look at the light? No. Look at the door. See?
It's a hotel room door, not mine, by the way.
Just immediately shows up behind the camera.
How convenient.
Yes. At least makes it move quicker. Now, I mean, we could spend some time looking at all of the paintings in here, and I'm sure that you want to listen to the riveting dialogue that comes along with them alike.
Little family in the grass. How domestic.
But it gets overwhelming if we do that.
Hotel blah blah, staff only.
Being,
should open that
being a
door.
werewolf has not been good for his psyche.
Apparently
It's
not.
locked. Good thing I don't need any toilet paper.
Alright, we're gonna head downstairs. Because as far as I know, we don't need anything here. And I don't really know anything because I'm going into this pretty blind. I at one point attempted to start this game, saw how ugly it looked, saw how all the mechanics of it worked, and I'm just like, nope,
I'm out of here.
not doing it.
And now how the tables have turned.
And now I'm back, subjecting myself through this torture for you, our loyal viewing audience.
You're basically a saint.
Hey, free food.
Huzzah.
It took me like 10 seconds to realize that those were peppermints.
Nope, those don't work together.
Not anymore.
Ugh.
I'm already carrying it.
We haven't looked at inventory yet. Let's do that. A nice close-up of our peppermint here. We can eat it, we can look at it, and then we can have it ready in our inventory.
It ain't Godiva chocolates, but sugar is sugar.
Why don't you eat that?
Well then.
Right. Let's have another. Because I'm sure we'll need that for something later, because, yay, adventure games. Right, let's keep... No, not that. Let's keep looking. I said, not that. I... Click on the dagger.
My Schattenjäger dagger.
There we go. I guess the red box is what I am holding currently.
Yeah, it's the active item.
And I've looked at this.
My Schattenjäger dagger.
Yep, we don't have anything else to say about it. Look at our passport.
Looking at my passport picture, it's a wonder the U.S. ever let me go.
Right. That digital mullet isn't doing you any favors.
Your basic Y hanger. Good thing Joan Crawford ain't around.
Alright, we already saw that, and...
It's a long piece of masking tape. Still sticky, too.
I can't imagine what we'll be using that for.
A good writer never goes anywhere without his notepad.
What the hell is that voice?
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna play that back one more time.
A good writer never goes anywhere without his notepad.
I don't know.
He must have been just bored out of his mind. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna screw around with descriptions. Because why not?
Did the check clear? Alright, then we're good.
Prince James's calling card.
Now, we missed out on some backstory because the backstory is actually in, like, physical media and not necessarily in the game. So, you probably are wondering who the heck this person is.
Wait, so, like, is it in the manual, or did they, like, make a tie-in book, or what's going on here?
Well, there is a, like, graphic novel that introduces this. I wouldn't say novel. I guess more of a just a straight-up comic book almost. That I don't have digitally, but that is something we could potentially link to so that you can see what the hell is going on. Because the game doesn't do a hugely great job of introducing what we're actually doing.
That key really comes in handy when I want to get into my room.
I'm sure it's really easy to pick as well, jeez. But basically, we were hired by this person,
Prince James's calling card,
to look after his son. His son gets kidnapped. We track them on the train. They're the people that he was asking about the trunk when he got off. We tracked him to here, and that's where we pick up. That is the incredibly, incredibly basic story. But you're up to speed now, kind of.
the
Hooray.
Schattenjäger talisman. It's kind of like a lucky rabbit's foot, only big and heavy.
Right.
And
Safe order?
it keeps werewolves away.
Yes.
Well, mostly
By
away.
shove it at them.
Mostly away.
I went back to my old tape recorder. That dual mount was a pain to lug around.
Which unfortunately means we won't get into any splicing puzzles, which was honestly kind of a nice touch in the last one.
It was cool, but it's pretty obvious there's a reason that they didn't expand on that. Because weren't there like only two
Grace
of those
has been
puzzles?
working on our procedure
Yes.
for cases. She wants us to take fingerprints, use this new program called Sydney, and do all this sort of, you know, official crap. So I don't think I'll record my conversations this time around, but I might be able to find some more creative uses for my tape recorder.
And then that is another feature that is missing from this. So in the past, we've been able to review conversations from other characters with the tape recorder. We do not have that luxury this time. For whatever reason.
My wallet.
And lastly... Oh wait, no, that's not a thing. That's part of the room. Whoops.
Lastly, nothing.
Yep, lastly, nothing. Alright, so that's everything in our inventory.
Flowers. Nice.
And we've got a couple things around. We've got the hotel clerk. I don't believe I can... Can I go this way?
Ah, you must
No.
be Monsieur Knight in room 25. My name is Jean. If there's anything you need, I will be at your service most humbly.
Thanks.
Right. So let's just wait for his animations to end before we can actually have a conversation. So we're going to ask some questions. So we can ask about where we are, which is... I'm going to take a really bad stab at this. René Le Chateau.
Is there anything I should know about the town?
Rennes-le-Château? We have a small town, but a rich history. I suggest Monsieur visite le musée de Saunière. It's just down the road.
I didn't understand half of what you just said.
It's probably for the best.
And let's ask him about the guys in the
Say,
trunk.
Jean, have you seen two men with a large trunk around the hotel? Maybe, checking in?
No, monsieur, but most of the guests arrived last night, oui? And I was... Excusez-moi. Not on duty. We have a number of gentlemen staying at the hotel. As to their luggage, I cannot say.
Sorry.
Maybe somebody else who works here might have seen the two men?
The night clerk is Simone. When she comes on duty this evening, perhaps monsieur could ask her.
Okay, well, we have a lead with that at least.
That's a plus.
Yeah, somebody who's actually useful. That doesn't happen too often.
Have you noticed anything peculiar going on with the guests?
Besides the Mademoiselle Butin, the guests are all of the foreign persuasion. Peculiar is not a word Jean allows himself, compris?
Right.
Have you noticed anything peculiar going on with
Okay, and we
the
got the
guests?
same thing again.
Besides the Mademoiselle Butin, the guests are all of the
Baseball?
foreign persuasion. Peculiar is
No,
not a word Jean
I tried
allows
it.
himself, compris?
Alright, well, I can look at him.
It's Jean, the receptionist.
Alright, well, that's everything from here. Let's look around the desk a little bit. Like this excellent
There's
guest
some kind
registry.
of book on the desk.
Read.
Looks like these guests have all signed in within the last 24 hours.
That's useful.
I think that would annoy him.
Let them do
Oh,
it.
but I want to do it.
I think that would
I
annoy
wanna do it.
him.
Let me do it. Can I take the pen?
It's chained to the desk.
Looks like a marker. I probably can't swipe it with him standing there.
Oui, Monsieur Knight?
I could, but maybe I should wait until Jean's elsewhere.
Yeah, it would certainly seem that way. Can't look at that whatever paper is in front of him. And
The
it's phone.
hotel's one link to the outside world.
Alright, well, that was kind of enlightening. Let's go talk to this guy.
There's a guy reading a newspaper in the lounge.
Maybe he can tell me my horoscope. Let's walk over to him.
Should have moved the camera closer first.
No, it snaps over by itself.
Oh,
As you
I
can see.
meant to save on walking time.
Oh. Oh, come on. You don't want to watch these awesome 1999 animation.
We spent how long trying to figure out how to fast walk in the last game?
Hey, how are ya? My name's Knight, Gabriel Knight.
How do you do? I am Emilio Baza.
Emilio, great. Are you a guest of the hotel?
Yes, I am.
So am I.
Then we shall see much of each other.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I guess we'll talk to him about checking into the hotel.
Nice place, huh? Did you get in last night?
Yes.
Not too late, I hope.
Not late, no.
Did you drive in?
A friend dropped me off. I'm not crazy about flying and owning a vehicle. Such a nuisance.
What's happening with your beard?
I don't have anything else to say to him.
So our friend here, Emilio Baza, just because I'm going to be throwing some interesting things out here, because there are actually a couple of interesting casting choices. Mr. Baza here is actually voiced by Billy West.
Interesting.
Yes. Obviously, we know Tim Curry is in on this project.
Shouldn't that painting be in the dining room? No, that would make too much sense.
We're going to be an art critic for a second here. This just takes us into the kitchen, and oh, let's speed it up here, Gabriel. Oh no, this takes us to the kitchen. Whoops, wrong way. But that's fine.
If that's what I think it is, I can die a happy man.
So we'll just let this play out.
It's an extremely polygonal coffee.
Great.
Yeah.
Hey, how about some coffee out here, Mercy?
WTF.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, magical floating coffee pot.
Yep. And again, we'll just let the scene play out here, because I can't do anything.
Gabriel Knight. You wanker.
Mosley? Is that you?
No, it's my evil twin. What the hell are you doing here, Knight?
What am I doing here? What are you doing here?
I'm on vacation.
That doesn't sound
here
like
with,
Mark Hamill.
Tour
It's not
group.
Mark. No, it's
What
not.
kind of tour group?
You know, the touring kind.
He's trying
And you
too
guys
hard.
Came here?
Well, it's kind of special, it's a special treasure hunting tour group.
Treasure? What treasure?
Look, read the brochures, okay? I'm not the freaking tour guide.
Jeez, nice to see you too.
So, what are you doing here again?
I came to see you.
What?
Sure. I called your number at the post.
Right, of course. I forgot I mentioned it. Well, it's great to see you. Great.
Yeah.
If you want to join a tour, you'll have to talk to Madeline Boothane. She's around here somewhere. And come up to the room later, would you? I'm in room 33.
Sure.
And thanks for surprising me, old pal.
No problem.
At least he tries to make it sound like Mark Hamill's portrayal of him in the first game. There are times that he gets it right, and then times that he is completely off.
That's basically so he's on the same level as Tim Curry doing a job of reprising his role.
I guess so. And just again, as I go through interesting tidbits, so he's voiced by David Thomas, which is probably not a name that rings a bell right away, but might be known as the Sorrow from Metal Gear Solid 3.
You're okay. So he's done a bunch of stuff. Voice actors,
Well-
voice actors.
That's probably the biggest role he's had, actually.
Ouch.
Besides this one, obviously.
Oh yeah. Oh right. It's a huge opportunity right here.
That goes into the kitchen.
Let me in the kitchen.
Why would I want to go in there?
'Cause you want
Why not?
food.
You fool. You absolute fool. More coffee? I mean, that's where they store all the coffee, so... Apparently we have no qualms about how much coffee we drink right now.
Gonna go for that
Unlike...
Philip J. Fry speedrun strategy.
Well, his voice is in this game, so why not?
This man is gonna have to take the dump to end all dumps. My God.
Alright, that's enough of that. I just think it just keeps going infinitely. I don't think there's anything that happens from that. Knowing my luck, it's probably part of some puzzle later on. I don't know.
Pottery? What's up with that?
It's over here.
I hope they don't actually cook in that.
Seems a little two-dimensional for the job.
Yeah, it's a very flat cauldron, don't you think? Alright, I don't believe there's anything else to do in here, so we will leave. And then... Ah!
Yoink.
Yoink! Give me that marker.
I don't think they'd appreciate that.
Who's gonna know?
Oh.
Come on, he's looking out the freaking window. Not even paying attention. Ah. I wonder what's here.
Naked lady and some telephones.
Yes. Alright, well, it's part of...
I should call Prince James.
Yeah, there it is.
I think I have his number on me somewhere.
Yes, we do. So give me the card. And let's use that on the phone, and we'll give him a call. To tell him we screwed up. And we let his kid get kidnapped. Since we know that's what we were supposed to be doing in the first place, which, again, you wouldn't know if you didn't read the thing, which I will try to find a link to or something.
Hello? Stewart's residence?
This is Gabriel Knight calling for Prince James.
Yes. One moment, please. Mr. Knight? What in God's name is...
I know you must be frantic. Let me explain. Last night, someone came into the bedroom through the window and took your son. I followed them, but I couldn't catch up. They went to the train station and boarded a train for Toulouse. I believe they got out of a little place called Cuiza. I'm still trying to track what happened next.
Cuiza? Near Rennes-le-Château?
Yes, you know it?
Gabriel, thank you very much for informing me. I must think for a moment, please.
Man,
I'm afraid our investigation of the night visitors will have to be postponed. I'll send down some men to look into the kidnapping.
Wait a minute. What makes you think the night visitors weren't involved?
I don't have time to explain. Keep your eyes open until my men arrive, if you would. I'll send Miss Nakamura along. Oh, and naturally, your travel expenses and the fee we discussed will be taken care of.
Oh, that's not important.
Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
What about your damn kid?
Perhaps I will call on you again when I have time for such matters.
Goodbye.
Well then, that went well.
Yeah, we got paid.
Yeah, and it sounds like somebody was walking around over there too.
Listening in on your
hear
damn
them,
conversation.
Yeah. Either that or making their own phone call, but they're very quiet if they are. So our friend here is Simon Templeman, who probably the biggest one is Kane from the Legacy of Kane.
Ah.
And did a bunch of stuff for Mass Effect as well. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of interesting voicing choices, and I'll be pointing those out as we go along, clearly.
Peekaboo. 'Cause 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 'cause
think...
I don't hear anything. Maybe he's got a long-winded telephone partner. Then again, maybe not.
I think our friend here might be eavesdropping on us.
That'd be kind of rude.
Well, what he's doing is kind of rude too, so what the hell? Alright, I don't think there's anything else I can do with him, but I can just leave. And then notice our friend is no longer reading his newspaper.
Oh.
So...
Go read it for him. Steal them funny pages.
We can put 2 and 2 together here, probably. I can't actually do anything with the newspaper in this game.
Oh.
And this must be the front door. Indeed. So here's the whole town. We can zip around and just take a look and hit an invisible wall.
Just like in
Go
real
this
life.
way. Yes. We can go to a scooter shop. Another invisible wall. It might just be where I am in relation to Gabriel. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, it looks like you had the option to click to go that way, so I think it may have. That's on the edge of the map there.
Got it. Chicken!
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 Must not be a lot of cats around here.
Take it.
I want the chicken.
Well, gee, I don't need a live chicken at the moment.
You will later, though.
What genre of video game do you think you're in, man?
Ooh, reminds me of the present the voodoo group left me. Yuck.
So does this game do that thing where they completely memory hole the last one?
I don't know.
It's starting to feel
We will
like
find
it.
out. We will find out. Again, I'm going to this virtually blind, so I don't know. Like I said, we will see.
Right. They obviously need to keep away the hordes of tourists.
And this looks like our potentially the tour guide side leader
Don't
that
mind
Mosley
if
told
I
us about.
do.
So let's talk to her. Let's creep on her a bit, because why not?
Gotta put this thing away.
And apparently stop her mid-animation.
Well, hi. You must be Madeline Bouthane.
Perhaps. Who are you?
Gabriel Knight. You know Mosley from your
Hey,
tour?
you creeped on
We
again.
go way back.
So I am.
should have recognized the accent.
What accent?
Never mind. So, you know Monsieur Mosley?
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately.
And I was wondering how much you charge me to, kind of hang with the group, given that I'm paying for my own hotel and all.
2,000 francs.
Kind of steep, innit?
This is the price of success. Do you wish to find the treasure or not?
I'll think about it.
Alright, so we got a number of things to ask about.
Huh, I was right.
So let's...
It's Jen Hale.
Yep, that's FemShep.
When did y'all get in?
Last night?
Late?
No. Why do you ask?
Just curious how long it took. You drove it?
Yes, from Toulouse. It's about 2 hours.
Who all came in the van?
Most of the
We don't
group
talk
flew
about
into
that.
Toulouse. John Wilkes, Lady Howard, Miss Stiles, and your friend, Mosley. Messieurs Buckelly and Baza made their own arrangements.
Okay, so we've got a number of people that are around. Clearly we have not seen them all yet, but let's just keep asking.
So, what's this tour group do, anyway?
Tour.
I guide my clients through the facts of the mystery and show them the important locations. From there, they can draw their own conclusions.
Ah, yes.
Well, how come you're not guiding them right now?
There is a lot to absorb in the town itself, Monsieur Knight. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. will be the first guided lecture.
Oh, well, I'll still think about it.
Yes, being incredibly vague about anything that is actually going on around here. Chicken! Get out of here, chicken.
So, you're the expert, right? What's your theory about the treasure of Rennes-le-Chateau?
I leave that to my clients. It is better that way, no?
No, it's not. I believe, yep, we talked about everything we can, and I don't think I can look at the van.
I like a woman who
I like how
keeps
she's
her
blowing perfect smoke
equipment
rings.
in good shape.
Right. Quit following me, you jerk. I was just leaving.
So much for that idea.
Right.
He's on to me.
This isn't suspicious at all. Alright, we're gonna go back in. For now, we're gonna see if we can visit Mosley in his room. He said he was in 33, so let's see if we can get there. Whoa, I just went right through the desk.
I don't need Mr. Muffin Butt at the moment.
Right. Let's head back up and let's look for 33, 29, 31, 21, 23, 33.
Who the hell set up this numbering scheme?
Somebody who had no idea how to count, apparently. Gabriel? Okay, why didn't you snap to the camera that time? That's weird.
Mosley said his room number was 33, so I guess this one's his.
I guess he's not in. It definitely seemed that way. Okay, I guess we'll go and wander around town a bit. I believe that is the only thing we can do at this moment. Alright. Well, we have a couple directions we can go. And I'm just gonna go right through walls. Alright, awesome. We do have what looks like a bookshop over here.
Oh, looks like they're closed.
But I want some books, you jerks.
Well, you know,
Give me some books.
Now he's just got to go open his own bookshop. Again.
Again.
I think it's a bookstore.
Anything else to look at?
Gee, that book looks interesting. Too bad the store is closed.
We have two interesting things over here.
Secrets of the Holy Grail. I wonder if that book's got something to do with this area. Unfortunately, the store is closed.
And we have it in French.
San Grial. Holy Grail.
San Grial. Wasn't that what the two men on the train said?
Why would they be talking about the Holy Grail? And what does the Grail have to do with Rennes-le-Chateau?
Plot twist, we're secretly in a Monty Python game.
Well, you really wouldn't surprise me at this point.
They're
It's
closed.
a sequel to Monty Python's complete waste of time.
Probably more entertaining that way, at least.
If I look at it for too long, I'll have to go back up to the room.
Right.
And that's all that coffee you drank. I'm surprised you haven't had to already.
I know. Alright, let's go check out around here.
Oh, check out that Harley. Wow, I'd love to drive that baby.
Anything to see here? Some wood. Where are you going? Where are you going?
Maybe they're planning on holding a crucifixion later.
Right. Alright, so we've got a couple of scooters with very easily identifiable license plates. So I'm sure this will in no way, shape, or form be a puzzle later.
No, not at all.
I need to rent a bike. What a pathetic excuse for a bike.
Well, that's the one you're getting, pal.
Of course. I mean, it's kind of in pieces right now, so...
Some assembly required.
Oh, it's an IKEA bike, I see.
Looks like they're open from 2 to 5. I'll have to come back later.
Yeah, no kidding. Alright, well, nothing else to do here. Let's go back out. And let's take a look around a little bit more. Let's go this way. Can I go in
That
here?
looks like a private home.
Like that stopped me before.
It says, keep out, more or less.
But I don't want to keep out.
The sign says, do not enter. I'd at least need a reason to ignore it.
Oh, please.
What reason do you need? Come on.
Is this your first day of adventure game school?
Really is not. He's got multiple games under his belt, and... Ooh, an entree's over there. Let's go eat.
Oh, sweet.
Delicious, delicious entrees.
Hey, these aren't entrees.
No, they're
That sign freaking lied to me.
they're cabinets with a weird
books are all
reflection
old
pattern that is matched
and
among all of them. It
French.
looks strange.
The books are all old and French.
Okay, so I'm assuming that there's obviously some reason for this, but heck if I know what it is right now. Go up.
How was that thing?
I don't know. Let's look at it.
It's just a decorative post, I guess.
I'd imagine there's some other use for it coming a little bit later. Who knows? Doesn't seem like there's much in here, so we'll just leave. I think it came from this way. Go down this way, I guess? Oh, there's a sign.
They're open all day.
Well, if they're open all day, let's go bother them.
Yay!
Because that's what we do in adventure games. We go and bother people.
Hey, they actually have souvenirs for sale. I'm sure Gracie will be all over it if and when she gets here.
Oh, and we have somebody to bother.
Yes!
Bother, 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 bother.
I'm assuming she works here.
That's probably a good guess.
That's how her scam works.
Ah, how are you? You run this place?
Owie, yes.
Nice
Owie?
to meet you. The name's
Yes,
Matt.
Owie.
Very well.
And you are?
Madame Girard. Is there something I can help you with?
There might be.
So that voice should sound familiar. For those that have went through our Gabriel Knight 1 playthrough, because this is the same person that voices Madame Kazuno.
Have you heard a baby crying in the past 24 hours?
I have 3 grandchildren. What do you think?
Wasn't what I was going for, but I'll accept that answer.
Say, does the Holy Grail have something to do with this area?
Perhaps.
Uh-huh. And what would the connection be exactly?
Some believe the Templars found sacred Christian treasure in the Holy Land. When they were persecuted, they would have hidden it, n'est-ce pas? It really is not that difficult to leap, monsieur.
Sacred Christian treasure? Like the Holy Grail?
Possibly. The most famous Grail story, written by Wolfenbach, was set in Languedoc. Did you know that, monsieur? No, of course you did not.
Because you're a stupid American.
Is there anything special I should know about the town?
The displays will tell you the history of Rennes-le-Château.
Oh, hooray, more museum trips.
You mentioned Templars, as in the Knights Templars? Were they really from this?
If you wish to know about the Templars, read the history board.
There's supposed to be some kind of treasure buried around here, right?
Yes, that is the theory.
Well, what kind of treasure is it?
That is part of the mystery, monsieur.
You'd have a job if you knew what it was.
Okay, so what are some of the possible treasures?
Gold stores of the Romans, the fabulous wealth of the Visigoths, which was never found, the fabulous wealth of the Merovingians, which was never found, or it could be the fabulous wealth of the Cathars, which...
Yeah, I gotcha. The Templars too, right?
But of course, they had more fabulous wealth than anyone.
Everybody buried
Why
everything
do you
here.
think that French pig dog
It's a
of a king
smorgasbord of
turned
lost
on
treasure.
them?
Aren't you French in this region?
Well, France thinks so.
Ooh.
Oh, it's one of those situations.
Well, we're gonna get into some history now. Like the first two games, they actually have done their research and they've, from what I understand, do a pretty good job. But I know we are gonna get into some history about the Knights Templar and all of that. So there's gonna be some. My guess is probably fairly accurate. What I've been reading, fairly accurate historical framing. Just, of course.
So this is not an Assassin's Creed game, is what you're saying?
No, it is not.
Any other theories on the possible treasure?
Well, the Romans did destroy the Temple of Jerusalem, stole sacred Hebrew artifacts. Perhaps it is the lost treasure of Jerusalem that is buried around here. And then there is this one theory.
Yes?
Never mind. I am a good Catholic woman myself. Why don't you read up on the subject if you are so very interested?
Why are you such a jerk? I just want to know stuff.
Say, were you around last night?
I was at home, monsieur.
Oh, you didn't happen to see anyone coming into town, did you? Late? Around 11?
I am well asleep by then. The early bird catches the worm, you know.
Yeah, and what an incentive that is, too.
Alright, well, I guess the straining up and looking away from her means that we've exhausted our conversation topics.
Yeah, it seems about right.
And this seems a pretty good place to stop for right now. So, join us next time where we rejoin this.
Oh, we're gonna go.
Whatever you want to call this.
We'll go take a look in the museum, I think.
Yep, we're gonna look around another museum, just like what we did in every other Gabriel Knight game.
Oh, joy.
Yep, join us then, won't you?
Farewell.